Hello guys, welcome to Online Web Tutor presented by Preferred Expressions team. I am Sanjay. We are learning WordPress plugin development tutorial using Boilerplate. This is our part number 37. Inside this video session guys, we will see that how can we execute or execution of Ajax in plugin without login. Inside last video, that is video number 36, we had seen that execute Ajax request from front end. If I back to browser, now this is our admin panel. Inside this pages section, this is the page we have created while plugin activation. So if I click on this view link, and here is the page, and inside this page, this is the button we have developed inside previous video. So if I inspect this button, go inside this network, click on this button. Now as we can see that we are making an Ajax request. Go to console and here is the output. But when we open this, and remember while opening this page, currently admin is logged in. Here is the admin bar. If I again go to our private window, and inside this private window there is no user logged in. Now if I inspect, click on this button, and inside this network tab, if I click on this button, and here we are getting some error. Error is all about 400 status, that is bad request. Inside this console there is no output. Instead of our response, we are getting 400 bad request error. So inside this video, we are going to fix this error and see that how can we execute our Ajax without user login inside this front-end section. Before going through the issue, let's understand that why we are getting 400 bad requests. It is because this is the URL which actually not accessible by public. So we need to give a specific privileges so that any front-end user click on this button, it will go and take out the response. So right now for this URL, no privileges has been assigned. So that's why it is giving 400, that is bad request. So we need to allow or give some privileges to this URL so that we can make Ajax request and get that output. So if I back to slide, if I open a new tab, and inside this, as we know that for making Ajax request inside WordPress, we have action hook called WP Ajax. This is, and here we can provide our action name. This is only when we have the privileges. If I back to browser and open here, now while clicking on this button, we are requesting to server to get that response. So it will check about the current page accessible permission, and it will see that currently admin has logged in. So it will get and take the output. But inside this page, there is no privileges assigned. So right here, by using this WP Ajax action name, we don't have sufficient privileges for Ajax request. So inside WordPress, we have one more action hook called WP Ajax underscore. Here we need to provide no priv. After that, we need to write action name. No priv, we can say, or we can say that this is for no privileges. It means we are going to request, or we are going to take our response from the server by making Ajax request when there is no privileges. So only we need to add one more action hook with that Ajax request. So if I back to editor and go inside this public, or instead of that go to includes, because inside this includes file we are going to define our action hook inside define public hooks method. Now inside this define public hooks method, this is Ajax request we are requesting, and here we have made only for the privileges part. Now again, if I go and add a new line, this is something this loader and inside this add underscore action. Inside this, let's say WP Ajax. Right here we have to add no priv. It means we are going to make Ajax request with no privileges. Underscore, we need to pass our action name, and action name should be same, so copy and paste. Now next, all the things will remain same, because with the same object means plugin public, we are going to call this method. So after that, we need to paste all those two parameters what we have here inside this WP Ajax. All we have done now. Here we have two actions. This is for login case when we have sufficient permission or privileges, and this is for not logged in. It means we have no privileges. So if I back to browser, let's see first for this case, and we have some error here. So again back to editor, and inside this is the line we have added, and after this method definition we need to provide the semicolon. Done. Reload this page, and if I clear the console, and here is the output we are getting from our server. Actually I have clicked 2 times, so 2 times I am getting response inside this console. So it is working, or what we have seen inside previous video for this logged in users. Again if I go here, reload this page, go to console and click on this button. So if I reload, and again we are getting the same error, it means we have a mistake. And I thought that the mistake is all about here is no underscore in between these two words, simply no priv. So this is our mistake, I think. So if I back to our editor and remove this no priv, save this change, go here, reload this page, and if I click on this button, now as we can see that we are now successfully requesting to our server and get the response and console here. If we go to the network, again check on clicking on this button, so this time we are getting 200 status instead of getting 400 bad requests. So this was our mistake. Actually we don't have here underscore, just remove that, and we need to write WP Ajax in no privileges, and all the things remain same what we have seen so far to request and Ajax request. Now the next question comes in our mind, that is where we can use this concept about requesting an Ajax when there is logged in user or not logged in user. So suppose we have a website. In that website we have a registration form. In that registration form, let's say we have name, email, phone number and some more fields. Now if we want to save the details of registered user to our table via Ajax, so at that time we need to bind the action name with no priv, because in that website at that time of registering user there is no currently logged in user. So in that case we need to use WP Ajax no privileges. So this is all about, guys, in the case of without login, how can we execute our Ajax request in plugin we had discussed. So inside this video session, guys, if you went out, then please drop your comment. I will give my reply as soon as possible. So for this video session, guys, thank you for watching and have a great day.